Why does God allow bad things to happen? So being out on the streets, one of the most commonly asked questions is, why does God allow bad things to happen? In asking this question though, we need to know one thing. Which God are you asking the question about? Now this is important because sometimes people tend to mix up the God of the Bible with other gods such as Islamic, Buddhist, Hinduism, and so on.
What?
And having established the first point helps you to eliminate any confusion and also helps you to zone in on biblical clarity to the question. We also need to understand as well that God has granted us with the power of free will. But hasn't God already predestined us to either heaven or hell, you may ask? Whether you believe in determinism or not, we can confidently conclude that we don't know any individual's outcome, nor does the Bible support this theory. It's important to understand that because our actions are dictated by our choices, it's the reason why we see murder, rape, idolatry, lies, and so on. So then the question still stands, why does God allow bad things to happen? You got to take this into consideration when answering this question. We've all been born with a fallen state of mind, and no matter how many good decisions we make, we also fall short in many other areas. And so seeking after God, whether it be through the creation of his hand or the gospel being preached to us, introduces a concept of living by a will apart from our own, and a lifestyle that's pleasing to God. So then how does all this relate to the question? In the Bible, happy endings were usually juxtaposed by tragic beginnings. And a lot of these things that we read about usually relates to the everyday person. And it could range from wanting to punch your boss in the face to lying to your spouse or your partner. But acknowledging the sinful nature of our finite mind helps us to seek after a more perfect and better way to live. And this is where the gospel comes in and creates this opportunity. So it's not always about God allowing all the bad things to happen, but also allowing the best of you to be revealed. For example, parents don't seek to have an obligated relationship with their children, but one that is sincere and honest. Likewise, God isn't seeking to have a forced religion, but rather allows your choices to be challenged so that it brings out the genuineness of your heart in pursuing a relationship. Be blessed.